Tennis. First time the tennis in the Commonwealth Games. It's the 19th running. We're at the RK Khana Tennis Stadium. 2 medals in terms of gold going to Australia yesterday in the women's singles and the men's doubles. Can they make it a clean sweep of all 5? They feature in the 3 remaining finals on centre court today. Chris Bradnam alongside Sam Smith, former British #1 and Federation Cup player, and again another very warm day, 33 degrees Celsius, which is 92 degrees Fahrenheit. The humidity tolerable, thankfully, and the wind, we have some today. It's a cooling breeze. We should have some fabulous tennis today, Sam.
It's some relief, isn't it, to just have a breeze. We're up about 30 feet above the court side, and we can certainly feel it. I'm glad to see the bugs are still asleep, because last night there was all fairly hectic, but certainly 3 top-level matches, very competitive matches for us on centre court today.
First up will be the women's doubles final. Rodionova looking for her 2nd gold. She's playing with Sally Pearce against Jess Moore and Olivia Rogowska. Followed by the mixed doubles final. Here they are. Left of camera, Anastasia Rodionova on the left with Sally Pearce, the top seeds in the doubles, against Jessica Moore and Olivia Rogowska, the #3 seeds. Lights on, ready for daytime to turn to the nighttime matches. Cloudless sky in Delhi. Very quick conditions, very high bouncing court. All the players used to it now, though some get adjusted to it quicker because it suits their style of play. Rodionova certainly handled it well. Their umpire doing a great job covering everything with the towels. She's in control of everything. White, it's an all Australian affair. Nearest to camera, Sally Pearce, 5'4", 1m62, born and still lives in Melbourne. She's ranked 93 in the world in doubles, just 3 off her career high of October this year. She's won an ITF doubles title, which is the level just below the full tour, and got the bronze medal in the singles. Anastasia Rodionova, highest ranked player on court in doubles terms, ranked 28 in the world. Rodionova. It could be a fantastic day for her. It's a huge day for all the competitors today, with the highest ranked singles player in the men's around 90 odd and the women's 60 odd. It's their major really, and a chance to really impress the CV. Rodionova on the left of picture, playing right court for her team. Born in Tambov in Russia, lives in Melbourne, and they've been pretty comfortable through to the final. Just the 14 games conceded in the 4 sets played. 3 doubles titles for Rodionova, and she was a runner-up in the mixed doubles at Wimbledon 7 years ago, so knows her way around a doubles court as well. She's been impressive, Sam.
Yes, she has, and there's a very good chance that she will dominate this doubles court as she did last night against Chakravarti and Sanya Mirza. She certainly made the difference. She leads young Sally Pearce in this doubles team, and she has definitely got one eye on those 3 gold medals, which is why she came here to the Commonwealth Games and not to the China Open, the big tournament there, the women's event in Beijing this week.
There'll be a super crowd in, you'd imagine, for Dev Arman. All vantage points secured. Well, sure they're secure, but they're taken. A 5,000-seater stadium. Had some wonderful atmospheres here this week. Really have. The left, Olivia Rogowska, 19 years old, the Aussie number 8 in singles terms. In doubles, she's ranked 184 in the world. 19 years old. Another woman who's born and lives in Melbourne. But conceded the one set against Sanjeev and Venkatesha of India. The first set, so it's a good comeback, winning 7-5 in the third to set up this gold medal match. Jessica Moore playing on the right of your screen, but left court, 20 years old. She's won 5 doubles titles. She made second round the US Open singles a couple of years ago, beat Melanie Una, the American, in the first round. And of course, Uda last year made quarterfinals of the main draw event in singles. So there's the promise of Jessica Moore. She's 20 now.
1-2.
And she in doubles terms is ranked 201. It's the future the Aussies are hoping for their tennis.
Well, Jess Moore actually a couple of years ago was ranked 132 in the world, her best career ranking. Wasn't able to maintain that and has sort of settled in singles and doubles around that 200 mark. Hasn't been able to build on what was actually a pretty good junior career that she had.
1 minute.
Had a combined ranking in the juniors of 14, which is a combined singles and doubles ranking, so she was right up there, but hasn't quite transitioned as effectively as was hoped into the senior game. But at 20, she still has got time. What I like about this Australian team, well, I like their outfits to start with. I think they've been the best turned out team of any of the countries here. Obviously there's been some discussion who's wearing the green, who's wearing the gold out here today, but they've really looked the business. They're always in their team kit, and also every single member of the women's team takes home a medal.
He obviously left the tea party early. Good to get on TV, eh?
Ladies and gentlemen, this final is the best of 3 tie-break sets. The team of Sally Pearce, Anastasia Rodionova won the toss, chose to receive.
Been a terrific week. I think the tennis event has been a great success, as it is the first time running at the Commonwealth Games. It's been well attended. Okay, yeah, some of the best players of certain nations have stayed away, but the Commonwealth Games is not about that all the time. It's about competing, taking part, and there have been plenty that have done that this week, who are club standard, really. It's nothing beyond that, but to compete in the Commonwealth Games, well, it's stories for life.
Yes, and when you looked at the draw initially, I have to say I gave out a slight groan. But there's been some real characters from the Bahamas, from Barbados, Patrick Ozier from Guernsey with his fabulous hairdo. We had Pinky Agnes Montler from Lesotho. Now, she was quite something. Great name. I'll never forget that name. So real characters out here in Delhi at the tennis.
Pretty good crowd in for this women's doubles final too. There's at least 1,000, 1,500 in. Old Pratt.
Yep, captain of the women's team. It's been a good week for her too. Everyone's played well, everyone's done well. Job done. She's off back to Melbourne tomorrow morning.
So the women's doubles final, gold and silver up for grabs.
Ready.
Rodionova and Piers, the top
Play.
seeds against Jessica Moore and Rogowska, the third seed, who will begin.
Both Jessica Moore and Olivia Rogowska, they're also back to Melbourne as well tomorrow morning on the same flight as Nicole Pratt. Sally Pearce is staying in India for 3 or 4 days. She's got quite a few friends on the swimming team, so she's going to hang out and see a few sights. And Rodionova good play from the top seat. She's heading off to Europe to a couple of tour events in Linz in Austria and then to Luxembourg, and that will pretty much complete her year.
Nice.
All.
Interesting she plays right court because her backhand cross court is her best shot. Be perfect for the left court.
Just might have a little more to do with where Piers feels comfortable on the court, I would say.
Yes.
Well, serving for the match against Sally Pearce in the semi-final, she served 4 double faults, Rogowska.
She's really had to pick herself up. She must have been crushed.
Yeah, she had a match point as well.
To lose that medal match, but at least she's guaranteed a medal. As I said, they all go home with a medal of some description.
I think she's rehearsed that a few times then. It's been struggling with the racket tension all week, Rodionova.
Yes.
Do you think they're discussing, do you think we should have worn green? Do you think we should have worn yellow? I mean, there could be doubt there on the outfits.
Modern day communication in doubles does drive a lot of people crazy. But she's not found a rhythm yet, Rodionova.
Advantage, Rogowska.
Here's a thought. Why don't the players just wear mini earpieces so they can talk to each other?
Yeah, mic them up so we can hear what they're saying too.
Game more, Rogowska.
So Rogowska holds, opening game of the final. Important for all 4 of them to establish themselves in the match too.
Well, Moore and Rogowska will be very concerned about the court presence of Anastasia Rodionova. She's a very feisty character. She's a fighter. She's going to cross. She's going to get involved. She's going to get in their faces. She's going to drag Sally Pearce kicking and screaming to the gold medal.
It does really surprise me though that Sally plays left court, because the most important points are the left side. It is the major shot for Rodionova, as I've said, the backhand cross court, but obviously that's where they're comfortable.
Yep, well, Sally does have a very nice backhand, and maybe she's just not comfortable on that forehand return.
Yeah. Rodionova to serve.
15 love.
This is what she has to do. I was scratching my head for the name of Sally Piers's mother, and it's Elizabeth. Her surname is Elizabeth Little, and she was one of the Australian juniors when she was playing, and also played at Wimbledon and the US Open. That name has been eluding me all week. She coached Sally at the start of her career until she was about 12, and is still the coach at Box Hill College in Melbourne. Runs the program there.
40 love.
If you're going to serve a double fault, 40 love is the best time. I don't think she can hear you. And that's Sally I'm talking about.
.40-30. Let first serve.
Well, Mirza had a real go at Sally Piers last night.
Yes.
On the return. It's not a bad play, although she got used to it in the end. She had to deal with it so often. 40 love to deuce.
And she's very tight on the net, I have to say.
Advantage Rodionova.
It's fine.
Game, yes, Rodionova. One game all.
Service game held apiece. You don't want to be the weak link. You at least want to get your opening service game under your belt. As a team, you try to work out who you're more likely to break. Jessica Moore to serve, 1-1, first set.
Love 15. Love 30.
Good move there from Rodionova. Just caught the eye of Jess Moore and pushed her wide on that forehand. Means business every time she steps on court, does Rodionova.
15-30.
Two break points. First of the match.
In men's doubles, you just wouldn't get away with these cross-court rallies. Someone would have poached within the second or third exchange. Women's doubles, it's still a part of the women's doubles game.
Well, Rogowska wanted no part in that point. She should have had. And there's the first break. Top seeds, 2-1 first set. And in doubles, that is...
If we discover something unusual in your spending, we'll alert you straight away. And if it's a problem, we'll make sure it's not your problem. American Express. Realise the potential.
Oh, hi there. I'm Barry, the Bullet Kowalski. Now, when I need an edge, I reach for V-Iso Kinetic. It's a sports drink with a kick of V-Guarana energy. Now, that's what I call a slam dunk. And remember, say no to pesticides.
We've just launched the new Series 2 Commodore range. Yeah, we've made sure these cars look smart, but more importantly, we've made sure these cars are smart. The new touchscreen Holden IQ system takes care of that, with the ability to see what's behind you, as well as what's up ahead with live traffic alerts. And you can even control your phone without touching it. So really, the only smart thing left to do is take one for a test drive. New Series 2, the very clever Commodore is here. Holden, go better.
Absolutely fine. It was only Paul Hanley who had a touch of dehydration for a couple of days, but they've all stayed very healthy.
Sally Pearce to serve.
Pearce to serve, 2-1 first set.
Oh! 15 low.
Well, this young pair here, not getting the basics right. I think intimidated by the presence of Anastasia Rodionova. Wrong shot. Wrong shot. Not sure where she thought the room was there. In fact, Jess Moore was practically standing in the tram line. That was extraordinary.
It's just an open invitation to intercept. Rodionova making the move.
Here's Rodionova lead, 3 games to 1.
It's a super evening. It's a cool breeze, clear skies.
The only downside to the breeze is that my notes keep blowing off the table. I've got them all sort of pinned down with various bottles of water, and that's the only downside, Chris. Apart from that, I'm very happy with the breeze.
Just about stayed away from the net because she's that close to it, as Sam was pointing out. Wouldn't take much to walk in. Hawkeye on this court, 3 unsuccessful challenges per set.
Just underlining your point there, in doubles you've got to want the ball.
Nice.
Well, looking for the ball, wanting it, looking for an opportunity, energised. That's what I say about the top seeds out here.
Well done. That's very welcome for Rogowska, an ace.
She just gave herself a little clap after that, Olivia Rogowska. I've never seen that before. So pleased with that ace.
Yes.
2 break points saved.
Advantage, Rogowska.
That's a good save from 15-40. They stay in touch.
He's Rodionova lead, 3 games to 2.
2-3 first set. Court really starting to fill up nicely. Of course, the men's singles final is next. Dev Arman, the Indian, #1 against Greg Jones of Australia. There'll be some atmosphere for that.
Sally Pearce is very much a product of Australian tennis. She went with Tennis Australia at 12, and because the Aussies obviously so far in the sort of corner of world tennis in terms of their geographical location, she's been on the road for half a year every year since the age of 14, which is a lot for a young player. I think that makes the Aussies very tough, and
yeah, sure.
They kind of have to get on with it. And at 16 she got a full Australian Institute of Sports scholarship, so moved to Canberra, but I'm very pleased to say still kept her schoolwork going. She's doing high school by correspondence, and in November she will be free because she'll finish her year 12 exams, and then she can throw away the school books for a while. Or maybe she wants to take up a tennis scholarship in the States like her brother. Her brother John is out in Texas at a tennis college there on a tennis scholarship, so who knows what lies ahead for Sally Pearce.
Rodionova, 3-2 first set.
15 love.
Too much space on the court for the top seeds to hit into.
30 love.
Yes, the youngsters don't really squeeze the court, they don't really compress it, do they? They get split apart very easily.
Sally Peers hasn't been lobbed yet. She's 5'4",
40 love.
1m62, and if she gets any closer to the net, it'll be 3 against 1.
Shot. Oh, Peers could have had that return.
Missed the obvious play, or the lob.
40-30.
It keeps it away from Rodionova, the boss, in the opposite team. And it would make Peers move back, and then that gives you more options.
Game, here's Rodionova. Rodionova lead 4 games to 2.
Comfortably extending the lead, Rodionova. So the only woman broken so far, Jessica Moore. Important service game, this at 2-4 first set.
Love 15. Hold.
Who do you think Rodionova's biggest critic is?
Moi.
Yeah. Normally you can't see so much emotion because normally she's got the darkened shades on.
Tried to get across, but then it confused Peers, I think, who was in no woman's land.
40-15.
Only a man with a wife and 3 daughters would say those words. You've been so well trained, haven't you? Any hint of sexism has been just knocked right out of you.
Don't even remotely think about it anymore.
It's equality, 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 isn't it, in your household?
Game, more, Rogowska. New balls, please. He's Rodionova lead, 4 games to 3.
They stay in touch once more. So it hasn't caught fire yet, the women's doubles final, but Rodionova appears the overwhelming favourites, that's for sure, with the experience. It's sort of the gel, isn't it, that Rodionova brings to this particular team.
Well, the focus that she brings very much to the team. Also, don't forget, all these 4 are sharing an apartment back in the Games Village, sharing the lounge together, so they've been sort of living in each other's space as well for almost a couple of weeks now.
Want some water, I think.
Rodionova has a younger sister, Arina, who's about the same age as Sally, also plays on the tour and is also practicing in Melbourne. Hopes eventually to get an Australian passport, like big sister.
Yeah, the work ethic she must bring, formerly from Russia. Must be interesting for all the youngsters to see down under.
Yeah. Well, for many years she hit with all the juniors at Melbourne Park. Didn't get any help from Tennis Australia, but it was a big help, hitting with all the young ones.
New balls in play. It's interesting, when you miss your first serve with new balls, the second serve becomes a lot more difficult. Often happens a double fault first point.
That is a very good point.
Thank you. No hint of them trying to hit and then get to the net. Do they really believe that they can take on Rodionova and Pearce in the back of the court and win? They've got to gamble here a little bit more in Rogowska as the underdogs.
They've been a little reactive, haven't they?
30-15. Right place. Oh! 40-15.
High formation once more.
Game, Pearce, Rodionova.
And certainly off-putting.
Pearce, Rodionova lead, 5 games to 3. Lot 15. All. 30-15.
Doing the basics well, Jess Moore. It's amazing how the youngsters are really put off
30 all.
whenever Rodionova makes, you know, it's a bluff move really, it's a very early move, there's a line free, but they get so put off by it. Any sort of movement just shows you the value of just moving on the doubles court.
A
set point now.
Wait, please. Game, first set. There's Rodionova.
Conceded with a double fault. That's always a shame. It's a plague for her. 6-3, the first set. Rodionova and Peers in 32 minutes, halfway to her second gold medal, Rodionova.
Wonderful stuff, DNA. It's what makes you, you, an individual. And because we recognise that, we offer personalised service like no other. It's in our makeup. American Express. Realise the potential.
We've got a 300-foot jump at a 60-degree angle. Let's watch, people. He's about to... Hang on! I didn't expect this. Hungry Jack's Cheeseburger Stunner. Chicken Burger Stunner. Or Whopper Junior Stunner, all with small fries, small Coke, and a sundae. Stunners from just $4.95. You'd have to be crazy going past deals this stunning.
The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
Oh, hi there. I'm Barry the Bullet Kowalski. Now, when I need an edge, I reach for V-Iso Kinetic. It's a sports drink with the kick of V Guarana energy. Now, that's what I call a slam dunk. And remember, say no to pesticides.
Going in the mixed doubles final, and they are the only, he's in hours early, isn't he, the way the matches go here. That is very determined to have his seat and get his flag out. Good for him. But they will be the only medalists that are not from India, Australia or England. So well done, Fleming and Ray. Can they even nick a gold? It's not impossible. They played very well this week.
Good team.
Up against Hanley and Rodionova.
Jocelyn Ray's become a superstar in her time in India. She can't walk 10 yards without people stopping her and asking to have photographs with her.
She's got very long legs, hasn't she? I'm very envious of those legs.
Second set.
She should be a leg model.
First point, second set.
Love 15. Love 30.
Little lull here. She does wear everything on her sleeve, doesn't she? Getting the right play because...
Love 40.
And I know I'm labouring the point. She is so close to the net. If you hit it hard, she's got zero time to react. 3 break points.
She'd get sent back to Tambov, couldn't she, for that sort of volley? or just have her head taken off.
15-40.
Sometimes think when you've got 3 break points in a game, it can be singles or doubles, particularly doubles, I think you can inadvertently relax, and it's amazing sometimes how quickly the next couple of points go and you can end up losing the game. Sometimes when you've just got that 1 break point, you're really focused on making the return.
Ledge, second serve.
Super. Bided her time. Found the space beautifully. That's a real bonus, breaking Rodionova, and in some style.
Everything that Olivia Rogowska does is very well produced, isn't it? She's got a very much middle of the road game, a safe game. She could do with a slightly more reliable serve, but there's no real weaknesses in the Rogowska game. Off the ground, the volleys are neat. Everything's very neat and tidy. I imagine her being sort of very conscientious at school, all her writing being very neat, and all her pencils in a nice pencil case, and just needs a bit more oomph about her game.
They've got the initiative, second set. Need to back it up well here at 1-love.
Love 15.
There's some low percentage tennis going on out here.
Ledge first serve.
Break back points. Normally the backhand cross-court so reliable for Rodionova.
Well, imagine the Aussie captain Nicole Pratt will be doing her nut watching this, because Nicole was such a dynamic doubles player, crossing, flinging herself across all the court, and I don't think she'll be too thrilled what she's seen out here so far.
went so early. A huge hole appeared.
No.
Advantage, Rogowska.
Well, they saved the break points.
Rogowska lead, 2 games to love.
That's a big hold, puts them in 2-love lead, second set. Both pairs in deep discussion.
Love. Love. Love.
Interceptions are all about timing.
40-15.
Look at Rodionova here, how early she goes again. If we can just see, she's gone way early.
You could drive a lorry down that line, couldn't you?
$40-30.
Well, the commanding position in this game gone for Pearce.
Top seeds have all of a sudden got very edgy. They came into the second set with great momentum from the first, but they've really squandered it.
Advantage Pierce.
Missed it.
Pierce.
Lost the concentration a little. Just went up a fraction early for that.
Advantage more.
Break point for the double break cushion. Well done, Sally Pearce, because Rodionova's timing's off in all senses.
Pierce.
Well, from just coming into the second set with such a great position, they find themselves now desperately needing to pinch this game.
Advantage more.
Well, very solid return, but it's very tough to do the I formation when the server's not serving and volleying. You just leave yourself completely exposed.
Break point again.
Pierce. Let first serve. Advantage pairs.
Well, they do win an all-important game. They stay in touch.
2 games, 2-1.
Stop the slide. Just watching this, Sam, as we have done so far for the best part of an hour now, it's basics to me. The basic double skills in terms of positioning, covering angles, working as a team. Both teams are lacking in that department. In basic doubles, how to play doubles.
I really am so surprised. I'm also surprised at some of their court positions as well. Just where they set up for the start of the point. Sally Pearce is just so tight on the net. She really does need to be a step or two back, and it would help her so much more.
So remember, the men's singles final featuring an Indian. Somdev Devarman is next up on centre. And more arriving at every change of ends from all vantage points. It'll be a wonderful atmosphere for match 2. That is for sure. Just coming up to 6 o'clock local time, a Sunday evening.
Time.
Deverman, imagine what he's feeling right now. Big, huge day for him, trying to win gold for India in the Commonwealth Games.
Well, it's a last chance for Indian gold, isn't it?
Yep.
Interesting that Sunny Mears is silver. Really hardly got a mention in the papers today.
Lot 15.
Well, they've sat back in this set. They really have, Peers and Rodionova. I wonder if that's all about to change now.
That doesn't tell Sally Peers something about just getting to the net with her partner. I don't know what will.
Love 30. Love 40.
3 breakback points. Had 15-40 on... sorry, love 40. What I was trying to say was Olivia Rogowska
15-40.
recovered from 15.